Hello and welcome to the Astrology and Spirituality Overview for Thursday the 10th of September, a day when we have a mutable quarter moon. What does that mean? Well, it means the sun's in the flexing sign of Virgo and the moon is in the flexing sign of Gemini. Now, they have something in common, these two signs. They're both governed by Mercury, the planet of communication. But in this particular right angle, it's going to provide a backdrop for the next week. And I think it's basically saying to us, there could be quite a lot of nervous energy around. And because Virgo energy is about virtue and achieving practical outcomes, and we have the electric energy of Gemini, I think it's basically saying that if we're setting ourselves some domestic targets, or we want to achieve things, it's not to overload ourselves, it's to create a list, prioritise and pick them off one by one, because if we try to pack too much in over the next 7 days, I think we could end up feeling a little bit stressed out.
Wow, okay, well thank you. So today I've decided that we're going to use the magical unicorn oracle cards, very closely linked with the element of air. Because of the unicorn horn here, so they're known to be an air sort of mythical creature. So let's see what comes up for our spiritual message today. Okay, so the card that comes up here is Imagine, and it says here, what would you see, feel, think and hear if your wish came true? This is a card of manifestation. We hear a lot about manifestation and we hear that word thrown around a little bit. But one of the best ways that we can pull that which isn't existing into our existence right now is to visualize it. Now, visualize doesn't just mean that we think about it in our minds. It is, what does it smell like? What does it sound like? What does it feel like? Taste like. We really put ourselves into that moment because our brain doesn't know the difference between what's real and what isn't real. And that's a really interesting thing about our psychology. So we can all experience a lot of trauma through our thoughts, even if the event hasn't quite happened. So if we can experience that trauma that way, we can also experience that joy in that way. And our minds are such powerful tools, so it's using them to our own advantage to change our outer world by changing the way our brain actually functions.
I think that's absolutely fantastic, and it really does fit with the quarter moon, because the moon in Gemini can be a little bit detached from emotions, but it's very much to do with thoughts. And we create our reality through our thinking, which then influences our emotions, which is the moon. So I think, and the sun obviously is the soul and the physical energy that we can achieve at the moment through Virgo, which can be to do with health, but it can also be to do with organisation, it can be to do with our work, our life choices in terms of health, fitness and diet, can be about taking more awareness to nutrition, what we're ingesting, what we're drinking and so forth and so on. So it really does fit with this quarter moon.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for joining us here today. And if you would like to read your horoscope for today, you can find that in the description box beneath this video.
Thank you so much, Elisa. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Take good care. And from the A-Team, it is...
Goodbye from him.
And it's goodbye from us. Goodbye.